Hello, horror movie lovers. I'm Trenton, and I love movies just like you. So, I watched Saint Maud, and it was an interesting experience. Saint Maud follows a pious nurse who becomes dangerously obsessed with saving the soul of her dying patient. In simple words, my expectations for this movie were very moderate. I wasn't like overly hyped, but I wasn't not hyped, because A24 is very well known for their weird, interesting, different movies, and I was excited for that aspect. But my expectations were met, but also not met. It was a very interesting experience. I did enjoy the movie, but there was a certain aspect that I did not like. Now, this is going to be a non-spoiler type of video, but towards the end, I will be talking spoilers. Don't worry, I will give you a warning before we enter spoiler territory. Now, let's start with the positives. Now, I do have a good chunk of positives, and the first one we will talk about is the atmosphere. I really, really digged the atmosphere in this movie. It was a very menacing, dark presence type of atmosphere. Like, when you watch the movie, you will definitely feel the same feeling because it's just not a happy tone. And I did like that for this type of movie because it was a pretty serious movie. But atmosphere is a very key factor in me watching horror movies. I really want to be immersed with the world that the story is trying to build, and I just really like the atmosphere. Now, the next positive is acting, mainly from the main character played by Morfydd Clark, who plays Maud. She is so good in this role. Like, oh my god, like every time she showed up on the screen, I was just like, wow, like I feel like she's gonna do something crazy. Even when she doesn't do something crazy in that scene, it's just like she embodies this performance. Like, I was watching it and I was just like, wow, she is acting. Like, she's very believable in this role. And the side characters did really well. Everybody in this movie did their part and they did it really well. The next positive would have to be effects. Now, the effects are used in such a weird way in this movie. Like, throughout the movie, the main character experiences these weird, um, how do I say this? Weird feelings, and her reactions are very exaggerated to like a disturbing, like in a disturbing way. Like, it's so weird. I'm trying to be so vague with this because I want you to get the full experience while watching the movie. And the movie is not necessarily gory. I mean, there are moments in the movie that are weird. Like, I don't know, the effects are just used in such a way that makes the movie just so much more disturbing and just interesting and just weird, and I liked that. Now, on to the negatives portion of the video. There's really only one negative, and it is a pretty big negative: the ending. I Oh my god. Okay, let me not say the ending, more like the third act of the movie. It just didn't feel like enough. Like, this movie is a slow burner, and I just really wish that the third act was a little more, like, just more. Like, I just was not a huge fan of the third act. It was not necessarily predictable, but once something happened, I kind of had a feeling the direction it was gonna go. But the ending itself, I did enjoy the ending itself, but the third act was just not it. Like, that's what really just ruined the movie. Like, I just really wish it was a little more, I guess, extravagant. I don't know. It was surprising, but it just wasn't like like it's like I don't know. I'm just very conflicted. Like, the movie is still good. Like, it's not a bad movie whatsoever, but the ending just very, it just it just it just lowered the movie, like, just like, I don't know. Oh my god, I just cannot explain it. But overall, the movie is good. I did enjoy it, even though the third act was just not the best. I did enjoy the movie itself, but since the third act was just not it, like, I wasn't feeling it, I'd have to give the movie a 7 out of 10. So a 70. I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed. I was really digging the movie until the third act. And that's just so just heartbreaking because I really wanted to just love this movie, but I just ended up liking it, you know. We are now entering spoiler territory. In this section of the video, I'm just gonna be a little more in depth with the things that I liked and didn't like, mainly certain effects and the third act slash ending. So again, this is your spoiler warning. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it before getting to this point. Before watching it, just watch the movie, come back, and then yeah. So the effect that I was talking about, if you haven't already realized it, was the part, it even says it in the trailer where she's talking about, oh, she feels him physically inside her, and she basically has these moments where she's basically getting off, and it's just like the effect was just so funny that it was so weird because it looked like something was like coming out of her and her eyes were just, I don't know, I feel like it didn't need that, but that was for shock factor, and I did like it. I don't know. I was pretty iffy with that because I'm like, what in the world is going on? But also the shot that I was talking about earlier in the video, it was the part whenever she goes to her apartment building and she's drunk and basically she starts throwing up and she starts floating and the fireworks are in the background. I actually loved that shot. Rose Glass, the director, she really did that. That was a really good shot. Like, it gave me chills. Like, I feel like it had a deeper meaning. Like, normally fireworks, like, normally mean a celebration or are used during a celebration, and I feel like that was like maybe her transforming into her true self. Like, I don't know, I just love that shot. Like, that is my favorite shot. Like, it's, oh my god, it just gives me chills just thinking about it. It was just a really good shot. And the third act, whenever Amanda, the lady that Maud was taking care of, turns into like the devil or something. I was not expecting that. Like, that literally scared me. But I just had a feeling that the scene was going to end how it did, where she killed Amanda and it looked like she just like killed her out of nowhere. Like, I had it. I saw it coming because like whenever she turned into the demon, I'm just like, okay, like, she is. probably going to kill her, and it's going to look like she just killed her, like, just out of nowhere. And I just had a feeling that normally always happens in more supernatural type of movies. They'll get possessed, and basically the demon or the ghost will go away, and just, I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I feel like the whole third act could have been a little, just, I don't know, a little different. But I did enjoy the ending whenever she goes onto the beach and lights herself on fire. And then, like, in her eyes, she saw people, like, bowing down, and she had these wings and stuff. But in reality, she was screaming, burning alive. I actually really liked that. But yeah, the third act just really just took me out of it. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos from me, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, horror movie lovers, I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your day.